Now I'm here with Saul Rose, who's the backbone of most contemporary folk art acts in the UK, to be fair. With the melodeon, anyway. How does that feel?
It feels like you might have overstated what I actually do, but yeah.
You're on every stage I see you, mostly.
Well, I'm busy making a living, and I'm obviously good at it. Otherwise, people wouldn't ask me to come and play music with them. But it's a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing to be able to play music with so very many different people. Sidmouth last year was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I lost count of the gigs and the lineups. Actually, it was just silly. I ended up guesting with people through their LNE gigs and stuff. So, yeah. It's crazy, if I'm honest, but it's good fun.
Yeah. Well, it must. I mean, also the different characters. I mean, been on Jim Morris' new album. Went with Liza, Faustus. You know, a lot of different hats. But how do you keep sane? Actually, that must be the hardest.
I write things down.
Yeah, I get.
And some gigs I play off little sheets on the floor that tell me what I'm supposed to play. Because, to be honest, I don't think I'd actually be able to remember every single arrangement from every single band. I just don't think it would work. And I have had weekends. I had one weekend last year where I did 4 gigs with 4 different lineups, and when I got to the 4th one, I got on stage, plugged everything in, and was like, how does this go? Can anyone remind me what band this is?
But although, that does add a bit of excitement to it, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Like being in a war zone or... that sort of...
I did describe like that before, but it's probably fairly accurate. It's nutty. I'm just really enjoying revelling in it, really. It's lovely.
How much do you think, people ask for you for a reason, so you must contribute to the feel of these different bands? Do you actually contemplate that at all? Do you?
I think I've got a fully chromatic squeeze box. That's what it is. Most melodeon players don't get on too well in E flat. I'm sure that's all it is.
It's just the only one that's in tune, so they can.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't think of myself as... On the Navigator website, in the Faustus section, it says I'm the best melodeon player in the country, and I know that's not true.
Right.
I already know that. And I don't think of myself in those terms. So it's never really been about, would I be the best man for the job? I think I'm more likely to say yes than other box players.
Right.
Because I really am trying to scrape a living at this, and I need the work, and I think people...
I think it's also personality, isn't it? I mean, a lot of these acts, bands, whatever, it's not just the technical expertise. It is the personalities are on stage, and I think that's a big part of it. I mean, with McLean, the solo stuff, with that Sand and Soil album. I mean, it came through on that, even though that was material from going back to '96 or whatever that you rescued off tapes or whatever. There the whole time kind of thing. And it's that kind of magic which I think is great that you can bring that to the party kind of thing. So
no, that's lovely.
Don't work yourself out too hard. And hopefully do something else with McLean as well down the line. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll be looking at another album hopefully next year.
Great.
Working with some different people this time. But more collaboration on the album. It's nice that when we go out live, it normally is just the duo. But when you get time in the studio, you can get your mates in, come and make it sound a bit fuller and nicer and better than it actually is. And we'll be hitting the festivals next year, and we're at Sidmouth and a couple of others this year at Bath Folk Festival and stuff. So, definitely going to be keeping going with him. That's good.
So there's another one for a festival. You could actually be in about 6 different acts.
It's quite appealing to festival organisers actually when they book one thing. I say, well, you might as well have, especially if they book something big like Faustus or Whackweasel or something where there's a multiple lineup and they've had to get all these people in. They're thinking, how can I get my money's worth out of Saul? And then a duo's quite easy because they only have to find accommodation for one other person and stuff. So it does work that you get a booking and you phone them up and go, here's the other 6 things you could have. Would you like any of those?
And you end up crawling off like a dried up husk at the end of the festival.
Yeah, it can work out like that. It can do, but those I love. I mean, as a musician, I spend a lot of my money putting petrol in my petrol tank. So if I get the opportunity to do 3 or 4 different gigs with 3 or 4 different lineups in the same place, then I love it. It just makes a lot of sense.
Well, how was it last year? I mean, you were on stage no end of times, and last time I saw you in ladies' dress.
Was I?
You were.
When
I have got a
Towersy?
photograph. Yeah, the Kaylee, the final night.
Oh, the Monday night thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were definitely in a dress. No two ways about it.
A couple of years ago, I was in a bikini.
Ah,
You missed
that's
that.
even worse, yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah. This year, fully naked.
I know this year I'll be on stage, so I'll be safe.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Tom. That's great. And
Absolute pleasure.
Look forward to seeing Fastest tonight. If you can work out all the different parts for all the 5 young people.
Yes, I'll go and scratch my head.
Thank you.
Cheers.